Welcome back to the final hour of the BYU Football 2016 Media Day web chats. Right now, we have two special guests. We're going to start off with the coaches, Coach Ty Detmer and Coach Reno Mahe. How weird is that for you guys to hear coach in front of your names?
It's kind of weird.
I mean, you're probably used to it now.
Especially around here. Like,
yeah, I bet.
High school is fine, but up here it's kind of weird.
What's it like for you, Reno?
I still introduce myself as Reno. I still feel like I'm young enough. No, I'm just kidding. But I have a hard time with it. I'm not used to it yet.
So you guys have probably gotten to know each other really well, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, we knew each other pretty well before.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
here's what I want to know. Ty, what's one thing about Reno that none of us know that you found out in these last few months with coaching with him?
Just that I've recently found out.
Or just anything.
Wants to have more kids.
How many kids do you have?
Oh man, I have 8, but my wife is done.
You have 8 kids.
I have 8 kids. But I think if I lose a little weight and kind of clean up a little bit,
she'll want to have another one with you.
But right now, no,
you
we're
don't
done.
have to have kids every
that's
time.
a lot of Mahes running around.
I'm just kidding, hon. We're done. We're done.
What's one thing about Ty that we don't know?
One thing I didn't know about Ty, I mean, everyone knows the Heisman Trophy winner and how great of a guy he is. He's actually pretty athletic. You wouldn't tell looking at him and the boots.
Really, Reno.
But anything he does, he's really good at. Basketball, like any other sport, he's really good at. So I was pretty impressed with that.
I think that was pretty contradictory. Everyone knows he's the Heisman Trophy winner, but he's also athletic.
Yeah, but quarterbacks, I mean, you look at like a Tom Brady, they just don't look like much outside of the quarterback position. They just got an arm, they're smart. But Ty can play some basketball. He can play. I mean, he's an athlete.
Those days are over.
I don't know if you knew that Ty likes to fish too.
That's what I'm
Ty
saying.
really
Dude he can do everything.
We have a picture. Ty, that we really like to bring this up. Like
Anybody can catch one with a big mouth. It takes a real fisherman to catch one with a little bitty mouth.
Reno,
like a sushi.
Caption this photo. Caption this photo.
Caption this photo.
We'll tell you what Johnny Linehan said. He said, "I wore this shirt so no one would realize how small my fish was. It'd distract from how small the fish was." That was Johnny Linehan's caption.
That is good.
Gosh, it's bigger than a goldfish.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ty, you're gonna get a chance to get Reno back here.
Yeah.
We found this photo of him, which makes sense now. The next photo that we're gonna see makes a little more sense knowing that you have 8 children.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So this is you
I
sleep
believe
in
he's
church.
at church in
Yeah.
the foyer, not actually in listening to the talk that's going on. So.
Reno, what's the backstory to this photo?
My wife is teaching Relief Society, so this wasn't during sacrament. This is the 3rd hour. Baby was a little antsy, so I walked him around the hallway.
He looks very antsy right now.
And then he fell asleep. And so I sat down while he fell asleep, and then I fell asleep. And then our former stake president's wife took this picture.
Are you serious?
Sister Yaden, she ended up taking the picture and sending it to my wife. And I was like, oh man, TMZ at church.
Now, Johnny for this one said, it's just like Lehi's dream in the Book of Mormon. He was receiving revelation in church. That's what he said.
Oh,
we're gonna show one of your players, one of your running backs, a photo that we found that's very interesting. Jamal Williams. Ty, how would you caption this photo? He's wearing, I don't know if you've read Harry Potter, he's wearing a Slytherin hat and a Slytherin scarf.
Yeah.
What would you say about this picture? What does this say about Jamal?
Jamal is a multifaceted person. I mean, you got Harry Potter. You've got what's going on underneath the Harry Potter? I mean, another 2 hats.
It's all Slytherin gear.
He's a man of many hats. How about that?
That's a very good way of explaining it. That was very poetic and true. What would you say? You're his coach.
That's his roller skating outfit. A lot of people don't know this about Jamal, but he loves to roller skate. And so that's where he wears to go roller skating.
I'm pretty sure when people found out he went to classic skating, their attendance went way up. Because I don't think anyone above the age of, 12, 13 goes classic skating until they found out Jamal goes. People started going again. So this is a question for both of you. So you both spent time in the NFL. What have you taken from your playing days here and in the NFL that you've implemented into your coaching strategies? We'll start with you.
I think being around other coaches, I know Reno played for Andy Reid, who's obviously a great coach, and the way he runs things. I think you take a little bit from everybody that you're around, but then you have to put it into your personality and kind of be real and not try to be someone else. So take a little bits and pieces from everyone and incorporate it into your own style.
Some of the players we've had a lot of players that have come in, a lot of them mentioned the two of you. They said every time you call them in, like to a huddle or something, they all imitate your accent. They all said they repeat what you say, and they're like, we don't know if he knows we do it, but we do it every time. Now you can look for
I
it.
now know. I did not know that, but it happens. I figure my high school players used to do that.
Did they?
Yeah. So,
Well,
and
they
they're
love
from
you. It's
Texas.
all out of,
I mean,
I know,
they
that
have
is
accents,
strange.
but I don't know.
It's all out of love. So what would you say to that question?
I think some of the things I've learned is the just dealing with the pressure. You know, at such a high level. Then when you come down to this level, there's some pressure, but having done it on the biggest stage, it kind of puts things in perspective down here, and it's different. But going off of what Coach Detmer talked about with regards to the experiences and the other coaches, my running back coach, Coach Ted Williams, at the Eagles, I'd asked him about coaching. I never thought I'd ever get into coaching, but I asked him about coaching, and he said that if you can get really good players, you don't have to do much coaching. But if the players aren't that good, you're going to have to really coach your tail off. And so, I think it goes hand in hand of what Kalani is really good at as far as recruiting and the staff he put together to go out and get the best players that we can get to come to BYU. And so I was fortunate enough, and I think Ty can say the same, we stepped in a situation where we've got amazing players, you know, and I just feel really blessed to have guys that I know that's going to make my job easy. And so I just need to do my part and make sure they're ready for the game. But athletically and ability-wise, I've got some great players.
There's a really stout running back core, so you apparently haven't had to do much coaching in the last few months because
Nope.
There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent there. We're going to play a quick game. We have a few minutes left. So with all the players, we played BYU Football Family Feud. So they pulled 40 of the players, and they had to answer questions. But we're going to ask you guys some questions about the coaching staff, okay? And you can write your answers on here, and then we'll show them. The first one is, who is most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert of the coaching staff?
The coaching staff.
Most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert and like it. Not with their kids.
Oh, and like it?
Yeah, and like it. Let's see what you have, Ty.
Ben Cahoon.
Why Ben? Oh, you both had Ben.
He's got 4 daughters too,
Is that why? That's a good answer.
but he might like it
You
actually.
probably like it. The next one is
What did?
the top one. Oh my gosh, I'd have to go back.
Oh,
and
don't worry
look.
about it. Let's go on to the next
I'll
one.
tell you after. Most likely to ride a bull for 8 seconds.
Oof.
Of the coaching staff. Okay, you got 5 seconds. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
E. I just saw you wrote E, and so I thought you were still
Elisa
writing.
Tuiaki.
Really? How come him?
Because he's MMA. He did some MMA fighting. We've seen a little film on him, so he's tough, strong.
You think he could handle a bull? You're from Texas. You think he could stay on a bull for 8
Probably
seconds?
longer than I could. I know that.
Ed Lamb. And Ty. Or Ty. Just because the boots. Just because the boots.
Yeah.
Why do you think Ed Lamb? Reno?
Ed is, I think he's probably like the one that can run a marathon out of our group. He's like the most in shape, I would say, as far as the 10 coaches go.
You hesitated. You hesitated to say that. Okay, last one. One coach you would want with you on a deserted island.
Who I'd want with me?
One coach I would want
So you think
with
of someone
me
who's handy, who can
on a deserted
on a
island.
deserted island. Plane crashes. You're on a deserted island with one coach. Ty, you wrote that pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Reno.
Reno is very resourceful.
Really?
Yes.
With
very
what?
Resourceful.
I'm so curious what that means.
Like, one day I forgot socks. I'm like, oh, dang, I forgot socks. All of a sudden, here you go. Here's a pair of socks. I'm like, they're brand new, like, still in the pack.
That's
Like,
awesome.
really? I mean, just things like that. I mean, he's always, some of the players from the 96 team came in. All of a sudden, here's snacks and drinks. And, I mean, it just comes up.
I
He's
happen to
very
have these
resourceful.
Capri Suns on the desert island. Here you go.
He would find something and he would share it with you. He's very giving, too.
I love it. Rena, who'd you pick?
I put Ty.
What is it about Ty?
He can hunt. He's the only one that can hunt
See, that's
out of
what I
our
was
whole
thinking.
coaching staff.
Yeah.
You can fish and you can
so,
hunt. That's important.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
couldn't hunt. I can go through a drive-through with the best of them, but I would need someone that could actually feed us.
I love it. Guys,
Even though if his fish is this small, we would still eat.
you can still eat it. No, it's fine. Guys, this has been awesome. Thanks for coming on here with us.